Okay, so today, um, I'm feeling pretty good today. In fact, I think this is the first time that I've been dressed in normal clothes and my hair is somewhat done and I have makeup on. I'm getting better every day. I'm getting stronger. And my hair looks, my haircut is totally grown out and I do have an appointment to get it cut. But hey, it's better than it's looked. And usually I like race home and put on my nightgown because I'm in pain, but I'm a little better today. So, hey, it's great to be dressed and have makeup on and have my hair look somewhat decent. So, progress. So, I had surgery at like the end of December on my shoulder. Still have limited movement, but I'm better. Just have to be patient and stick with it. Well, I am in a really good mood today because today is my 37th day of my weight loss journey and reversing my prediabetes, and I had some more weight loss. I've had the plateau for 2 weeks, and plateaus can be frustrating because you're still eating healthy and you're still eating right, and the scale just won't budge. So some part of you might start to think, hey, what's up? All this work for nothing? If I'm going to plateau, why not just eat what I want? Because if you're patient, you can break these plateaus, okay? I still didn't eat any sugar or gluten. I still ate healthy and ate as low carb as I could. And I ate a bunch of good food this week. I mean, I had those gluten-free and sugar-free cherry pies I made, the gluten-free, sugar-free apple pies I made. I mean, the nut bars, the date bars. I had so much really nice treats this week. I'm really surprised that I have any weight loss, but I'm pleasantly surprised because I lost almost 2 pounds. I was 246 last week. Let's see if it can focus. And 244, it's focusing a little bit, 244.8 this week. Hopefully you can see that. That's funny, it's reflecting my camera. So there's 244.8. So that's really exciting because I finally broke my plateau. And it just reinforces to me, like really strongly, that I'm on the right track. That cutting out sugar and cutting out gluten and eating as healthy, low carb as I can without needing any special supplements or pills or green coffee beans, nothing like that, just regular, normal food. And as I've shared, my weight loss is stubborn because I have high blood sugar and I'm 52 years old. And those of you over 50, you know that we don't lose weight like we used to. It is stubborn. It is, I have to work 10 times harder to lose every single pound now than I did when I was younger. And you just have to be willing to do that work. And it's not so bad. I mean, you've seen. That's why I do this video vlog every day. So, and I really am very honest. I take a picture of everything I eat, and that helps me because I'm like, do I really want to look like a hot mess, on my blog tonight? Do I want to eat all this junk? Um, I just think twice before I eat everything, but I still had a lot of good food. I mean, those date balls were delicious. Those cherry and apple pies with my gluten-free crust and oh, they were wonderful. I am astonished that I had any weight loss, which just goes to show how detrimental sugar and gluten are to weight loss program. So that is a total of 6 pounds since I started 5 weeks ago. So I have met my goal. Even though I plateaued, my doctor told me to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week. And 6 pounds in 5 weeks, I have done that. And I'm very proud of myself. It was worth all of my effort these 5 weeks. It really has been worth it. All of the times that I held firm. And now I'm going to talk about what I ate today because I had a really big challenge today that I didn't expect. And I've had some challenges in these 5 weeks. I had the buffet, I had the potluck last night, and today I had an unusual challenge I really didn't expect. I just didn't see it coming. My daughter bought some cherry cordials, which is like a little candy chocolate with alcohol basically in the center. And it worried me a little bit. Um, my daughter has autism. She is over 21, so she can legally drink, but it's not good for her health. And some of the doctors that she's seen has recommended that she not because it's detrimental to her health for physical reasons. She has physical health problems as well. So I was worried about it. Not eating candy, so I was like, how much alcohol does it really have? And being a mom, I'm just used to looking out for her, even to my own detriment. So I didn't want to eat one, because I've been really strictly sugar free. So I came up with this compromise. I took one and I put it in my mouth and I just bit it in half so that the alcohol seeped out so I could kind of see how much alcohol it was, and then I spit it out. So I did not eat. I guess that, you know, I don't know. I was just trying to be a responsible mom. And it's hard to gauge. So I was like, well, that was like this tiny, like a few drops of alcohol. So how much is two and how much should I let her have? So I had another one and then a third. And I decided, because I started to feel like the fumes. And I'm like, three is probably the limit. And I did not chew and swallow it. I just bit it open, let the alcohol come out, and then spit out the candy shell and the chocolate shell. You know, I guess in hindsight, I probably didn't need to do that. If I had a question, I could have said, you know what? This really isn't good for you. This, alcoholic center is just not the right thing for you. I mean, because your doctors have suggested that you not drink alcohol. So buying alcoholic candy probably isn't the wisest thing to do. And that's what I should have done. And next time I will. But I don't think I handled that quite so well. But I'm owning it. I'm honest about it. As I said, I want you to know that I'm just a regular person. I'm trying different things. I'm like finding my way through this. And hopefully, some of you will learn from my mistakes. So, what will I do next time that I'm in question? Just say, don't eat it. So I'm going to show a picture of it because even though I did need it, and I thought there were more than three, I threw the rest away. I mean, after the third one, I was like, what am I doing? This doesn't make sense. I'm trying to see how much alcohol is too much. Dumb idea. So I just threw the whole thing away. But I will show you a picture of that because again, I really want this to be very honest. So here's a picture. It was like in this white paper bag from the candy store. So those are what was left in there, and I threw those away. So I had that first thing in the morning because my daughter kind of like hit me with it before I even woke up. She's like, "Oh, you want to try these? These are really good. They're cherry cordials." And I'm like, "What? Let me look at that." So then, after I had that, I decided that I wasn't feeling all that great. And I don't think it was the cherry cordials. I think it was the potluck the night before because I had those two Lara bars and they don't have any sugar. I mean, the ingredients are dates and dried cherries and almonds and peanut butter, but the dates have a lot of natural sugar, and it made me slightly ill because I do have high blood sugar and I'm sensitive. I mean, I did reverse my pre-diabetes, as in my fasting blood sugar is now normal, but I still have to watch my sugar to keep it normal. Just, excuse me, just like if someone with pre-diabetes just eats sugar like there's no tomorrow, they're going to go into diabetes. So if I know my body has that tendency to have high blood sugar, I have to eat right to keep it normal, to keep it reversed. It doesn't mean after all this work I reversed my prediabetes, now I can eat sugar again. No, I still have to eat the same way to keep it reversed. So I think all those dates just had so much natural sugar. I just really felt ill. I felt like I had eaten a candy bar, even though I didn't. Has no sugar. It just goes to show that even though processed sugar, that's why it's so bad, because it's like concentrating the natural sugars from like who knows how many natural strands or stalks of sugar cane, whatever, and concentrating it. And that still can be a lot of sugar in any natural food that's concentrated. And because these dates are dried and kind of ground up, it's concentrated sugar, and I really didn't feel well today. So I decided to start out with probably not the best idea, but I didn't feel like eating eggs or anything like that. I had my chocolate protein shake, which again, I don't go in for like all the protein powders and all that stuff. I just happened to have some left over from my mom. I just put a little bit in there. It's just a cup of cashew milk, 2 measured tablespoons of peanut butter, 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa, and then just a little scoop of protein, some generic protein powder. Um, I'm not that much into weighing and measuring right now, but I do always weigh and measure high fat and high calorie foods like the peanut butter, because that can throw you off track really fast. So that's what I have for breakfast. And I didn't feel too good after that. I think it's just being sick. And then I went to a buffet. Like I usually do go do that on Saturday. Mm, We usually try to go out to eat on the weekends because during the week I just do so much work, taking care of my elderly mom and my daughter with autism, and I have my own health problems, and I'm always driving someone to doctor's appointments or going shopping or the drugstore or trying to cook healthy food for me or somebody else, that on the weekends I kind of take it easy. But we do it very frugally because, going out to eat can get expensive, but there's this buffet that's only $5. And that's cheaper than fast food. I mean, that's as cheap as you can eat healthy food at home. So this is what I got. I got as low carb as I could and high protein and low fat. So I don't get any of the sauces. They all have sugar in it. I don't get any of the breaded meats. So that is a piece of roast beef. And then in that bowl was some white rice, not the fried rice, just the white rice. And then that is like the beef broth, like the broth that the meat was in. And then that bowl that's above it with the brown liquid, that is the hot and sour soup that does not have sugar or gluten in it. And those are scallions on top. And then the other bowl is sushi. Now, I was a little bit torn about the sushi because I think some of it has like some sugar with the rice. So, I mean, that's a lot of food, but I wasn't feeling good, so I barely ate any of it. And I took a picture of what I didn't eat to kind of show. I mean, I think it's important to know about, portion sizes. I had such second thoughts about the sushi, and I was sick from those lard bars, so I kind of picked the it. Oops, I gotta get a close up of it. I know it's kind of gross, but I picked the meat and the vegetables and the seaweed out of the sushi, and I didn't eat the rice. I just left it in the bowl. And yeah, it was a little gross and a little time consuming, and I'm sure that they probably thought I was a little bit of a jerk because they take such care and time to roll it up so perfectly and cut everything. But you know what? As I've said before, we have to get to the point that we take care of our health. Yeah, I should have thought ahead and not got so much food when I wasn't feeling well. But once I got it, thinking, well, if I'm sick from having so many carbs, once I eat all this protein, I'll feel better. I mean, so I made a mistake and I get too much food. So what am I going to do? Keep making a mistake and force myself to eat it all? No. Once I put it on my plate, they can't do anything with it. So what does it matter to them if it goes in my stomach and makes me gain weight or goes in the garbage? I mean, it's hard. I was embarrassed, but this is what this is about. We have to support each other, taking care of our health. We have to take our power back. And will I get better about making better choices at these buffets? Yes. But I'm not there yet. I still overfill my plate. But as Dr. Phil says, if you end up digging yourself into a hole, you can stop digging. You don't have to keep digging. You can stop digging and start to pull yourself out. So that is the rationale that I used. So there's quite a lot of rice left over once I picked out the vegetables and the seafood and the seaweed. Didn't taste that bad either. And I did not get the pickled ginger because I know that's sugar. I tasted it last time. And then I really didn't eat that much of the rice and broth and the meat. I ate most of the green beans, as you can see, and I didn't eat that much of the hot and sour soup because I was just sick. I just I tried to eat the vegetables. I ate a little bit of meat. I ate a little bit of broth. Ate a little bit of soup, but you can see I probably ate, oh, 1/10 of the food I got, which is good because that was a lot of food. Way too much. And I'm going to really work hard next time to not put so much on my plate because I don't want to be a jerk either in taking care of myself, especially because I go there regularly and they're so nice. They work so hard and they're so nice. So I was embarrassed, but I gotta learn to take care of myself. So then this is what I had for dessert, and I pretty much ate all that because fresh fruit rarely makes me sick. Um, in fact, when I have the flu, that's all I eat because it's the only thing that doesn't upset my stomach. So on that plate is those oranges, and I had like 3 pieces of cantaloupe, and the rest is honeydew melon. And that was my lunch. And I ate all that with water. And then when I came home, I did do some grocery shopping. I just still didn't feel that good. So I just had another, it just seems simple. I had another of my chocolate protein shakes. Same thing. 1 cup of unsweetened cashew milk, 2 measured tablespoons of organic peanut butter with no sugar added, and 3 tablespoons of cocoa, 3 big ice cubes, and just a little scoop of this generic protein powder. Once it's done, I'm not going to buy any more. As I said, this is a frugalicious living channel. I don't waste food as long as it doesn't have sugar or gluten. If it's something bad for me, I will throw it away. But this protein powder doesn't have any sugar or gluten. It upsets my mom's stomach. It doesn't upset mine. So I'm not going to throw it away. I'm just going to finish it. But I would never buy it for me. So that's how today went. I'm feeling better. My arm is feeling better. And I am still restricted from going to the gym, according to the doctor. So I'm going to try to be a little more active at home. Maybe, do some more housework and just because this sitting around thing is not very conducive to weight loss and as I get stronger and healthier, I'm just going to try to move more. So that's how today went. I hope your day went well. Just remember, put yourself first. You deserve to take care of yourself. You are important enough of a priority to be good to yourself. Okay? And it's an important journey to get there. So, all right. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.